Good morning, everyone.
There's the possibility those who are fully vaccinated may need to get a booster shot at some point, but it's still too early to know for sure. Meanwhile, COVID cases spiking in the Latin America Caribbean region, the region accounting for almost a third of all cases this month, despite having less than 10% of the world's population.
Can I show you something?
George Floyd's family getting a White House visit.
This is just a great, you don't have to read the whole thing, but this might be something interesting.
Anniversary of Floyd's death in Minneapolis. Biden hoping to get a police reform bill inspired by Floyd's case passed by Tuesday, but that's unlikely. The bill's still awaiting passage in the Senate after
talk about it.
A 3-year-old boy
That's enough
shoots his
information to tell
2-year-old
everybody,
sister
right?
in Florida. The Polk County Sheriff says the boy found the gun between couch
something you want to talk
cushions
about
Friday
later?
night. The girl said to be an
Yes, if we got some time, we will talk about that. We'll definitely talk about it.
So just read that a little bit. Don't get too deep in it because it's a long article.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get too deep into the
We'll
article.
definitely talk about it. It's just I don't know if it will be today because I have a whole bunch of different things going on. There's no like dates attached to the article or anything.
Walk up and down twice.
It's not time sensitive.
Or better yet, try
We could do it next week if I don't have any time this week.
There are more helpful
It's
alright.
I don't know, whatever. It's-
I have a few things to get to today, so I just want to make sure I have enough time to do
Academy
those
at
things.
West Point
Well, just let
is
me know.
elevating about 1,000 cadets to join what's known as the Long Gray Line. They will now be Army second lieutenants. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin
I'll
delivered
go.
the commencement address.
You've learned how
I'll go.
with loyalty. You've
I got
learned how to lead with honor.
Sounds like a plan,
You've
buddy.
learned how to question.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Middleboro
Austin
Review.
himself is a graduate of West
We
Point,
were
47 years
we were on last week, but I had to delete the program because
I'm
we
Wendy King.
we're not on the air, actually, radio-wise.
We weren't on the air.
Yeah. So
So you just said we
I know I said we weren't.
We weren't,
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure I said we weren't. We were not on the air last week, so I had to delete last week's program.
Former Acting Secretary of Homeland Security Chad Wolf tells Fox News that is a draw for more migrants to try to cross into the U.S.
If you're a family unit, you are likely going to be released into the United States. So what does that do? That incentivizes you to grab a child and try to come across that border and claim that you're a family unit because you know that you will be released into the interior of the United States. And that's your goal at the end of the day.
From the USA Radio News Ohio Bureau, I'm Dan Naraki.
For USA Radio News, I'm Mike Fortier.
I have a story about that black bear in Taunton as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Don't get too wrapped up in the articles.
No, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about it, and then we'll go from there. I'm sure you have some things to say about it. That kind of thing is rare.
Joey, just make sure you do all your no mistakes, alright, dude? Mm-hmm. You know what mistake was. You've been doing this for 4 years. Don't get the wrong
All right.
Alright? This is sloppy. Anybody on?
No.
Here on AM 1530 WVBF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Middleboro in Review. Today, it's the 23rd of May, 2021. We're going to say good morning to Dawn.
Good morning, Joe.
How are you, Dawn?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful day out today. It's supposed to be possibly in the 90s today. So that
Wow.
should be a good day for sure. We're going to get to the weather here. But, yeah, it's a beautiful day. No clouds in the sky that I can see here, looking out the windows that have the shades down, but you can still kind of see the sky. I don't see any windows. I don't see any clouds.
At the WVBF Studios, 14 Church.
Yes, we are at the WVBF Studios, the Taunton Federal Credit Union WVBF Studios.
Great, beautiful studios here, by the way.
14 Church Green in Taunton, Massachusetts.
We've been here a little over a year, and this place is awesome.
Yes, about a year and a half almost.
It's just a nice, spacious studio. We got the main studio where, we're broadcasting live. We got a nice conference room and a couple offices. So, yeah.
All right, weather, really quick. Middleboro weather, 69 degrees currently, 90 for the high today. There will be some rain in the forecast, it looks like. I don't know how much. I don't know when it will start, but it looks like there might be a little bit in the forecast. Today at 4 p.m. is day 2 of the Middleboro cable auction. Yesterday was day 1. It was from 4 to 6:15. They ended a little early. They had a whole bunch of things that they auctioned off, and they ended it a little bit early yesterday. But today is 4 to 7, so if you have some time, tune in and also participate if you have some time as well in the auction. 4 to 7 this evening. I will be there. I am doing camera work and possibly some other stuff for MacCam this evening, so I will be there. And it looks like it's going to be a very nice day. Apart from the rain, of course. I don't know how much rain we're going to get.
What, today?
Today, yes, it would rain in the forecast.
Oh.
Apparently, here. That's what it says.
So that's in Middleboro?
47 for the low this evening.
Middleboro.
In Middleboro, yes. Taunton, 90 degrees, 49 for the low, currently 67. In Driscoll, Texas, 73 degrees currently, 83 for the high today. Some rain in the forecast, 71 for the low. So it'll be a muggy evening
In
Driscoll, Texas. Driscoll, North Dakota, 71 degrees for the high, 45 currently in Driscoll, North Dakota, 76 tomorrow. And that is the weather for this morning. Let's start off by just mentioning a couple of different events going on currently. The Halifax Blood Drive. Due to the need for blood donations and because the town's previous blood drives in 2020 have gone so well, the town of Halifax is sponsoring additional Red Cross blood drives that will be at the Great Hall of the Halifax Town Hall. That is at 499 Plymouth Street in Halifax. The following dates and times are from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they're all on a Friday. The next upcoming one is June the 4th. And then August 6th, October 15th, and November 19th. Anyone interested in participating can visit redcrossblood.org, www.redcrossblood.org. Again, www.redcrossblood.org. And type in 02338 for the zip code. And that's when you'll be able to sign up. The Brockton Neighborhood Health Center has offered to vaccinate Middleboro seniors aged 60 and up. To register for the vaccinations there, contact their call center, 508-580-0289. Vaccination is free and second shots will also be provided. The clinic is located at Shaw's Center in Brockton, 1 Feinberg Way. The Minette Community Health Center in Taunton is offering vaccinations to anyone who needs it. For more information and to register for vaccination, go to www.manetchc.org. And the COVID-19 tab will be on that website. As of May 10th, all MassVax sites except Gillette Stadium in Foxborough are accepting walk-ins. The VaxFinder site has many local pharmacies with availability including Middleboro and Lakeville locations. So that
what did you
is
say? As of what?
as of May 10th.
So, were you trying to say that except Gillette?
Except Foxborough, which means Gillette Stadium.
No, I mean, they're doing walk-in. When I went there, I went in an
Are you
hour-
sure?
Well, I went in an hour early. It said walk-in on the big
Really?
thing, yeah.
Okay, then
Maybe
this
we
is
should
out
look
of
it
date a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
it's May 10th. It's not May 10th. It's May.
It's May 23rd. So
Yeah.
maybe they announced it last week and I didn't see it.
Well, when I was there, when I went, and I got there like an hour early. I was scheduled for 7 o'clock, and I walked right in, and it said walk-ins accepted.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe they should go online and find out.
Yes. Yes. Go
I think
online,
that's what
find
they
out.
want now, because people are at the point where.
But like I said, as of May 10th, this is as of May 10th that
Okay.
they were not accepting walk-ins. But I guess
they were not accepting walk-ins?
they were not accepting walk-ins.
Ugh.
But
Really? Why not?
as of May 10th, they weren't. But I guess last week, and I didn't see it. Like I said, they changed. They changed, and they said that in
What?
in
What?
Foxborough.
What? You said May 10th and not
As
accepting
okay,
walk-ins.
can I read
there
this
at-
again?
Yeah.
As of May 10th,
Yeah.
all MassVac sites except Foxborough
Yeah.
are accepting walk-ins.
Okay. I don't know why I'm being argumentative about that.
But-
that doesn't sound right.
Last week, Foxborough Gillette Stadium must have announced, and I didn't see it, that they are now accepting walk-ins.
You could be wrong. You could be right, because I went before May 10th.
You met before May 10th.
Yeah. Maybe they changed it again. I don't know. Why they changing stuff like
I
that?
don't know.
You know?
I don't know. I guess you went before May 10th. I didn't know that.
Well, you still got a 7 o'clock slot for Wednesday.
Yes, they scheduled me. Yes,
Okay.
so I think I'm right on this. That's what I got from
Okay, I'm
the
sorry.
Middleboro COA.
All right. Maybe we'll look into it a little early, I guess, as far as maybe go online.
Did I sound irritated a little bit? I'm
Oh, I'm
sorry.
fine.
I did sound a little
Oh,
irritated
because
a
you
little
got
bit.
because you're dealing with me. That's why. That's a given.
The cable auction, like I said, will be from today 4 to 7. So that will be going on. All COVID-19 restrictions in Massachusetts will be lifted on May 29th. Don, what do you think about this?
Good. I
Yeah,
think a lot of
yeah.
people got their vaccination, and I just still think people should still practice social distancing, in my opinion. I think everyone's been doing it for so long. Why crowd up now, I guess? I still do it. I still try to keep clear from people. Because we don't want this coming back, right?
No,
I
that's important to
I just
to
think-
keep doing the social distancing if you can, and to wear, well, you don't have to wear your mask unless there is a place that tells you to do so, as of the 29th.
Well, you don't know. There might be some company.
There might be some companies, of course, that will tell you, or that will say, we still require masks, but the mandates, the restrictions are, as of May 29th, they will be done. As of May 29th, places like Gillette Stadium will be back at full capacity. Fenway, back at full capacity.
Wow.
Yes. And so during the summer, you can get things going again. Guns N' Roses will be playing at, I think it was either Fenway. I think it was Fenway this summer. So a lot of the big bands are getting back on the road for touring, which is a good thing. Me and Dawn are big fans of Glenn Hughes, who is the former bassist of Deep Purple and singer, part-time singer,
And 50 other bands.
in a million other bands, it seems like. He's currently in a band called the Dead Daisies. They are going on tour. I think it's coming up. I think it's like this week or coming up very shortly. They will be going on tour.
Well, they're just small clubs. in a
Yeah,
way.
they're small. They're small dates.
I'm not
and-
ready to jump into like a big venue.
No,
I'm
I'm
re-
not
I'm really-
either.
I'm really
I'm
not.
not either.
I mean, I think everything's fine, but I don't know. I think it's just now it's really up to your personal choice how far you want to get deep into it. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's wore the mask and they social distancing and they could. A lot of people are vaccinated. In fact, that's why I was surprised about the Gillette. I'm gonna look that up. I want to make
Yes, look that up. Look
I
that up
wanna
and make sure.
because when I went there, it
But
said,
that
well,
is the information that I had received
You could be right. You know?
from the Middleboro COA.
But I don't know why they. I mean, they have. When I went there, no one was there. They had plenty of stations open in and out, so I don't know why.
It just depends on when you went. Did you go after the 10th or before the 10th?
It's before the 10th.
Okay.
Just before the 10th.
Just before the 10th.
Yeah.
So, as of the 10th, everyone was accepting walk-ins except Gillette. According to the Middleboro COA.
Alright, I'll look at it.
That's an email that I read off the email from the Middleboro COA.
Alright,
so
I'll look that up, make sure.
I'll look that up as well.
Maybe it could be a typo, maybe not.
Maybe.
Want to make sure
I can look that up.
That's a really good spot. I mean, we've been there. I'm taking you back there. I really like that spot. That's a great spot in and out, in my opinion. And a lot of people like going there because they get inside the Gillette Stadium and check it out. A lot of people probably going in there for the first time in their lives just to see what it's like inside. It's really nice.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. It is. It's great. Yes,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna be interesting.
Right.
So
I feel
I just looked it up here. Walk-in service has been added to Gillette Stadium.
yeah. That's what I thought. Is that a new
But they're going to be closing that site shortly.
when?
They will be
Is
closing
there a
that
date?
site. Hold on one second. Does it say a date? I think in June. I think it says. Does it say?
It's got to tell you a date.
Yes. It really doesn't actually. Oh wait, by June, but it doesn't have a date. By June.
That's kind of blah. That's a little.
By June.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just looked at one of the articles. So that was about 2 weeks ago. So it may have been the 9th. So yeah, it might have been a typo.
We'll look into it. On a commercial break, we'll look into it. We'll get some better.
We
'cause there
have
should be-
a phone
there
call.
should be a
Hold on.
date. Okay.
We have a phone call. So let's take this. Oh, wait a minute. Well, let's take a break, and if they call back, we will take it during the break.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So I might have been a typo
Yeah.
by the Middleboro COA, and
We'll look into it.
I didn't hear about any Gillette Stadium walk-in type deal either.
I figured if they're there, I might as well have walk-ins because everyone else is having, and they're the first ones who I think who had walk-ins. I think, in my opinion.
Okay, so it is 7:22 a.m. We're going to take a commercial break. You're listening to Middleboro in Review, WVBF 1530, 99.7 FM. Tune in, WVBF 1530. YouTube, Middleboro in Review. And Audio Now, 605-562-7958. We'll be right back, everyone.
How long was that flashing for?
I had just noticed it. Like 30 seconds ago.
You
But
think it was
we
flashing
were-
for a while?
I don't know. I just noticed it. I gotta keep a better eye on the phones. Yeah, maybe the Middleboro COA is wrong, and I didn't notice anything.
No, you might be right, but I just
I didn't notice anything, but I just read it right
supposed to be
there.
bringing Grandpa there on Wednesday. I mean, to
Yeah, I
do a walk-in.
I literally just read it. Like, they are now accepting walk-ins.
They're not accepting walk-ins.
They are. Middleboro. No. Hold up. All 7 mass vaccination sites are now offering walk-ins. This is as of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So like the 9th, maybe?
Then which was?
I don't know.
You,
I don't know.
that's fun.
I don't know. That's the email I got from the Middleboro COA.
We're gonna find out for sure. You get the right information out, Joe.
They are wrong then.
Well, I don't know. You can't be saying they're wrong. We're not for sure.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association.
Who's trying to get hold of you?
I don't know.
Combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces.
Are we live?
Drive motorcycles.
We're live.
How long was it flashing for?
Our mission
I don't know.
those who have
Dad,
our country in
stop.
freedoms.
Please.
Focus is to help veteran care
Stop annoying me.
provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter.
States to close 4 vaccination sites at the end of June.
Members from nearly all 50 states.
Gillette Stadium's one of them.
Many members continue to serve in our armed forces, with several serving in combat areas
They still doing walk-ins?
sponsor and or
What?
They still doing walk-ins?
motorcycle-related charity events each
No, they're going to be closing some of the vaccination sites
Yeah,
at the
when?
end of June.
All
They don't have a date.
Do they have walk-ins now?
It says here, all 7 vaccination sites offering walk-ins
All right.
as of the 10th,
All right. Well,
the evening of the 10th.
well, okay.
Really? And that came in, that email from the Middleboro CUA came in like in the morning, I think, of the 10th. So that information came out the same day, and I didn't know. I gotta start doing research for these things. So yeah, they were right at the time of the email.
Yeah, but you're going on 3 weeks. You're going 2.5 weeks information, Joey.
No, it was wrong when I said it the first time. On that Thursday that I said it, and I should have noticed it. So that's my bad.
Whatever. I'm not gonna lecture you. I have too much more than years.
Yeah, 12:40 p.m. May 10th.
Well, tell everyone. Tell everyone the vaccination site. Doors open. Walking.
You will not be disappointed. 508-583-1491.
Do you play all 3? You play Nicaragua too?
Oh, yes, Nicaragua.
You play William Shane
Yeah,
You did?
yeah, yeah. William Shane Post did that one. Yeah.
Nicaragua Landscape Supply,
Okay.
located at 457 Wareham Street in Middleboro, Massachusetts, just off
Came out the day of.
Well, tell everyone. Tell the listeners that.
So stupid.
Well, don't worry about it. You gotta, like I said, you need to stay on top of things.
and seashells.
I would have heard about it.
But who's trying to call it?
I don't know. I would have heard about it.
Call 508
Was that Chris trying to call
I
it?
don't know.
53
We're on the air, so it's
and schedule.
whatever it is. It might have just been called somebody. Oh, wait. Yeah, hold on. All right, we're back here on Middleboro in review. Yes, Gillette Stadium is offering walk-ins. That information, that announcement actually came out the night of when I got the email from the Middleboro COA. So at that time of the email, the Middleboro COA was correct. And I didn't hear about any walk-ins being offered by the Gillette Stadium, so I don't know what happened there. But, yeah. Moving on. That was irritating, for sure.
I'm irritating, Joe.
But,
That's my job, to be irritating.
yes, the Middleboro COA was correct. They're not wrong on anything at the time of the email. So they are not wrong. And,
Okay.
yeah. So, yes, they have some great things that they had in the email, like information for vaccination sites in Brockton and in other areas as well. So definitely go to Manette Health Center and the vaccination center in the Shaw's Center in Brockton as well. If you haven't got your vaccine yet and you live in those areas, go get the vaccine. And those are the areas to go and get the vaccine, as well as some other areas as well, like CVS and other areas like that. All right, we have a phone call. Let's take this phone call. You are on Middleboro in Review. Good morning. Yeah.
You woke up this...
Absolutely, yes. It's very easy. It takes 15 minutes at most.
Yeah.
Most people would say, "Oh, I take that insurance," right? But you know, this shot is what we're talking about. People are still dying, by the way, from the coronavirus in Massachusetts.
I think they got to make it as convenient as possible. I mean, most people go ahead and do the, make an appointment and whatnot. But there's just people out there who just can't keep appointments. They just can't do it. Their minds are frazzled. So this is perfect for people like that to just go in and get it taken care of.
Yeah. So, but anyway, guys, as I said, glad to hear you on the air this week.
Thank you, Chris, for the call.
All right.
I guess we're on the air, huh?
We are on the air this morning.
Well, I guess he kind of spilled the beans on what happened last week, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, we were off the air, of
Yeah,
course. We were off the air.
Technical difficulties.
Little bit of a technical difficulty with the station last
Okay,
week, but
so
we were on the air after 1:45.
Okay, so it's 7:31, so we definitely got this vaccination issue and debate taken care of, right?
Yes.
Okay, we were on the same page. Everyone's on the same
We
page.
are on the same page, and I am
And then
throwing away the email
whatever.
that I have gotten because now that is
I haven't aggravated you in a long time. So.
old information. So that is my bad.
Your face was turning red earlier.
That is my bad, giving out somewhat old information.
No, whatever.
That I wasn't aware.
No, I'm not
Of course.
here. I just know that was, I think that was wrong as far as the Gillette Stadium.
And you were right.
That just caught my eye. If you didn't say that, I probably wouldn't even caught up on it. You know?
Yes, and
but that's good though. I mean, it's good. You know.
And the Middleboro COA at the time of the email that they sent me.
Yeah, it's healthy
was
discussion.
correct.
Joe, this is healthy discussion. We're talking about vaccinating. We're sitting there.
Absolutely,
face,
yes.
I'm aggravating you, and your face is turning red, and this is great. And Chris calls, and he said, I went to this place, and it's awesome. The bottom line of all of this, get vaccinated. Yes.
Doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
Get vaccinated.
Just take care of it. Get those numbers up, and like I said, you don't want to give somebody. You don't want anyone getting sick.
No.
Because you didn't do the right thing.
Okay.
Okay, that's awesome, Joe.
Middleboro Food Pantry.
Oh boy.
Drive-through services for veterans continues this month. It is the third Tuesday of every month from 11 a.m. to noon. The next one will be the 15th of June. June 15th, 2021, 11 a.m. to 12. It is for all veterans and their families from Middleboro, Lakeville, Rochester, and Carver. And veterans do not need to pre-register. Just drive in and pick up a box. They are located at 53 Oak Street in Middleboro. So, that is very important information.
So, Joe, you're doing Middleboro Matters this Thursday?
I am.
Okay.
I am tomorrow, or today, going to be calling the representative from the Middleboro Food Pantry, and we're going to try to get...
You're going to try to get a hold of Ray?
Try to get a hold of Ray, yes.
Okay,
that's
you could be listening.
who I'm going to be calling.
Right, good.
And either he will be on Thursday's program, or he will be on next Sunday's program.
Right, well, maybe.
Well, maybe,
Yeah,
if he can do it. If he can do it, yes.
Yeah.
If he can do it, if not, there'll be another Sunday.
I think he'll be bugging
at
a
some
lot.
point.
I think he'll be making a lot of phone calls this week now that
because I would like to get some more information.
Well,
about,
the thing about
this.
the 11 to 12 spot, I think a lot of people could call in. This is a tough time. 7 a.m. on a Sunday is a tough time.
It
to
is.
get someone to call in.
It is indeed a tough time.
But yeah, between 11 and 12 on a Thursday is not. So I think you're gonna be making some phone calls because you want to keep. I mean, I'm not sure what the status about that show is. Who knows? You just filling in temporarily or whatever. But you need to kind of keep that show the way those guys got the show. You kind of need to get some people. You need call-ins. You need people to call.
Absolutely.
So you need to call and haunt people and just say, hey, well, this is that, and someone will call you. You've had a lot of people call at this time. It's 7 a.m.
Yeah. And
that's pretty good because most people, they're so on wood at this time, sleeping.
They're sleeping.
They don't want to get, a lot of people can't. There's a lot of people who don't really talk. They can't really. They don't come around till like 10 o'clock. I know a lot of people like that. They just don't say nothing, and then at 10 or 11 o'clock you can't shut them up. But this personality is out there like that. In this business, you can't be. If you're going on the air at 7 a.m. doing the news or whatnot, you have to have a personality to talk, do the news. In this business, you can't. But there's people out there, they don't say two words until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I rode with this truck driver. He showed me a route out in Albany. I was working for a trucking company out of Holbrook. This guy didn't say nothing. He said two words, ugh. And then at about 10:30, he just started. He couldn't shut him up. But this is people who just don't like talking that early. It's just it's wired in their DNA. They're like that. They're really quiet, and they don't really come around.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that.
Okay, so let's switch gears to something a little more national, local, a little bit local still. But a little bit more national. It's Jeremoth Hill. Let's talk about Jeremoth Hill.
How many people have heard of Jeremoth Hill? I hope we're pronouncing it right.
The highest point in Rhode Island. Let's talk a little bit about that. I'm going to read a little bit off an article from Ken Jennings. I'm sure some people have heard the name Ken Jennings before. He is one of the current guest hosts of Jeopardy!
Wasn't he one of the guys who won like $1 million?
Yes, and he won a lot of shows on Jeopardy! Yeah. He is a legend. So let's read a little bit off of this. High pointers are an odd breed of traveler. Their goal is to stand on top of the highest elevation in every territory they visit. In the United States, most commonly the highest points of the 50 states. Until recently, the most difficult of the 50 to summit, the gaping hole in the checklist of many, wasn't lofty, icy Mount McKinley in Alaska or Mount Rainier in Washington. It was Jeremoth Hill, an unassuming little granite slab surrounded by blueberry bushes in rural Rhode Island. Jeremoth Hill is only 812 feet above sea level. Not much of a high point by any definition. In fact, its summit would be dwarfed by many states' lowest points, like Big Stone Lake in South Dakota or the Missouri River in southern Nebraska. Why then was Jeremoth Hill so insurmountable? The land itself belongs to Brown University, whose astronomy department uses it for a night sky observation. The university once pondered fencing off the site out of legal concern that some visitors might fall off the summit. It was broken to the lawyers gently that there isn't really any summit up there to fall off of. The real problem for the high pointers was a retired music teacher named Henry Richardson, who lived for many years at the base of the hill. You couldn't get to the university land without crossing Richardson's driveway. And over the years, that approach became complicated by no trespassing signs. Then the spying neighbors, then motion detectors, and occasionally the threats and dogs of Mr. Richardson himself. Richardson's son worked out a deal with the High Pointers Club to allow them access to the rocky outcrop 4 days a year. But the so-called madman of Jeremoth Hill never signed off and continued to rant and rage at visitors. High Pointers didn't get free access to Rhode Island's highest point until 2001, when Mr. Richardson passed away. and the new property owners built a path to the peak. Fortunately for elevation enthusiasts, there have been no reports of cantankerous ghost hunting Jarmuth Hill.
Well, that's a little folklore thing going on, huh?
Little interesting little article there by Ken Jennings.
I went there one of the days on a Sunday. When I left here, you got to finish work. I took a ride out there and I walked in and checked the area out. You know, it's a 4-minute walk in, if that. And they got like a little high point. It's like a little middle box, and you can write your name in there and leave notes and stuff. I think every high point in the United States has one. It's pretty interesting read if you go on and you read about all the high points in the United States. I mean, Jarmuth Hill is, what did you say, 111 feet or whatever. Florida's lower, Louisiana's lower, I think Delaware's lower. I think Delaware's is a parking lot somewhere. But they're all marked, every single one of them. But that's funny, huh? I mean, you've done them all. I mean, picture this like back in the 80s and 90s. You've done them all. And you've done McKinley, you've done every high peak, and then you try to go there and you get chased off by some guy. So that's a really nice park. Actually, it's right on the Connecticut line on 101. There's some parking there, and it's a cool place to go check out. It's like I said, it's like a 5-minute walk in, and you'll see it right there, and you'll see the High Point box there. You leave a note or whatever, and sign your name, and leave little trinkets and stuff like that. So it's definitely interesting. And that whole area, Western Rhode Island, Eastern Connecticut, it's absolutely beautiful, because once you go west of 295 in Rhode Island, that whole area, you got the reservoir out there, you got all the little hills, you got paths and trails. It's all the way to 390, between 295 and 395 in Connecticut. It's like unbelievably beautiful. And there's not like, you don't see like McDonald's, you don't see the fast food places or the franchises until you get like close to 395, but there's nothing in between that. All like mom and pop shops, pizza places, restaurants. There's a diner right at the 395. It's an older diner, but it's really nice. It's lakes and hills, and it's just different out there. But that was an interesting little story.
I want to say good morning to everyone who is listening here on the Facebook. Paul Lazarovich is tuning in. He has a show every Saturday, Cranberry Country Journal. I will be seeing him tonight at the auction. He'll be there. Like I said, I will be there at the auction this evening, day 2 of the auction.
That's awesome. Huh? Is this the first time you did anything from MacCam since January 2020, right?
February 2020, I think.
That was your last gig. You did something at the grain school or something?
No. There was some sort of meeting that I did, and I don't remember what it was off the top of my head.
It's good that Karen's getting all the people back. Even though you're just working for an hour or whatever, it's just good to get your feet wet again. You got your MacCam shirt in the truck.
Yes, yeah.
So you're all.
I do have to get a new ID, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm sure we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah, but
don't have to do it right away.
That's good though, man. She's gotten everyone out. Maybe you probably won't see Zach there, but most likely you'll see Karen. She'll probably.
I've heard from Zach though.
Yeah,
he's called me a couple times.
Good, awesome.
So, he's called me once.
You should
call
him
and
see if he can call in and talk about NatCam and everything, and that'd be a good call.
We'll see.
Have
See
somebody
what happens.
call on Thursday.
We'll see what happens with that. I will talk to Karen or Zach.
Because you got big shoes to fill, taking that slot. You really do. Jack Healy and Lauren Decker are legends in Middleboro. They've been on the radio forever. You know.
They will be, coming back, of course. So.
But I think every once in a while you might have to fill in.
They'll every once in a while there'll be a week that they have to have to fill in.
You gotta make them proud. So when you take the helm, in my opinion, you just gotta get all the stars calling you. You got everybody. It's just important. You just gotta keep because those guys have been on the radio forever, and everyone in town knows them, and they're well respected, both of them. But they wouldn't have been on the radio for so long. Wasn't Jack a selectman for years. He was
Yeah.
a little everything, wasn't he?
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, Middleboro. He knows everything about Middleboro. And Laura Decker, he's minister. Yeah, so it's just like, and he's an author, and everyone knows him.
All right, 7:45. We gotta take a commercial break before it gets
Okay.
too late here.
All right, well, I'm not done talking about that show.
No, I know. It's a great program.
I just think
one of the great programs here we have every week on WVBF.
Right.
We have a lot of great programming every single day.
Right.
It's definitely just tune in to every program that we have.
They're
There's a
also
lot of great
because
programs.
they're different than like a national program because most people are turning that stuff off. Most people,
Yeah.
the big
Yeah.
networks, people are done with them. They just
The big radio shows.
it's everything. It's the people are sick of the divisiveness of the country. People don't want to hear that anymore.
Yeah.
People are going to come together, and I think more people come together than not. Even if you depends on who cares who you voted for. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And there's always an element. There's always like a news element out there that's going to try to divide us. And we're not a divided country. We don't get along. We're not saying we don't get along. We don't agree a lot. That's just how we are. That's our fabric. Everyone likes a good debate.
At the end of the day, whoever is in office is trying to do the best for the country.
You have to think that.
Yeah.
You have to think that because
You have to go in thinking that.
right, because still a certain amount of people, millions of people voted for him. So you have to respect those people.
Yeah.
Because they're in our fabric. You have to, when all everything falls down, when all the crumbs fall down at the end, you got to pick up the pieces and move on.
Yeah.
So I think shows like little stations like this, people like to listen to because it's different. It's this. I don't know. It's just, I tuned off from the big, I don't really listen to any of the major radio networks at all. I'm done. I go around and I listen for smaller stuff. I go on YouTube, I read. You find stories like that one about John Hill. I'm reading about stuff like that and just what makes us a unique country in our different ways. But
I don't really even watch the news. I tune into like ESPN and things like that and sports mostly.
I don't get into it.
I don't watch news much.
If you're just trying to destroy somebody or you're just trying to divide the country, I'm not interested in what you have to say. I ain't buying it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm walking. Voting with my feet, man. All right, you got a commercial break, right?
Yes, we have 12 and a half minutes left in the program, so we have to take a commercial break.
I think our show got derailed because we're talking about the vaccinations.
No, it's good radio.
It is. Well,
you have to come in saying that it's good radio.
We talked about it.
Sometimes there's gonna be arguments.
Well, you know what? We talked about it for a while, so it's obviously something that's on our minds.
Yes.
It's not like a quick little brief you read on a thing. Oh, go get vaccinated. I need to, just we talked about it.
It's an important topic.
I'm like, what? What do you mean? What? I like Gillette Stadium. I love
Gillette Stadium is a beautiful, beautiful stadium.
People go there just to check it out. Get vaccinated.
I mean,
it's the first time in their life.
I will say this. There needs to be a little bit of an improvement with some of the aesthetics, but it is a beautiful stadium.
What kind of
really, some of the rooms, some of it just, I don't know, some of the aesthetics.
No, what are you talking about?
There's like paint chipped off some of the walls.
Oh, come on.
Yes, it's tiny. It's a tiny nitpick, but all stadiums have this. Improvements have to happen.
I thought the place was awesome.
Yes, the place is awesome.
I thought
the place is awesome, but I think it always needs improvement. Every stadium always needs improvement. There's always going to be something that needs improving with stadiums. That's important.
All right.
I just wanted to mention that.
Okay. All right.
I know that they do that every summer. They improve the stadiums.
Well, if someone's listening in the maintenance department, they got to get on the paint just for you, Joe.
I don't know. That's just something I noticed.
You did? What, a chip on the wall somewhere?
I don't know. It's the aesthetic.
You point it out to me when we go again, right?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'll point it out to you. But yes, it's.
I didn't see it.
There is always improvements that need to be done to stadiums.
I waited my 15 minutes.
That's all.
I wait outside, and I got to watch the New
Yeah,
England.
it is a beautiful stadium.
And I got to watch
The field is amazing.
I got to watch the New England Revolution.
The field's amazing.
I'm sitting there practicing.
The field's amazing. I think it will look good when all that tape is off of the seats. When everyone is able to sit in the seats again, and they'll do improvements for sure before people come into the stadiums. I think improvements have already been done.
I think people with pre-existing conditions need to kind of watch it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Not just jump right back into the herd. They got to be careful.
It's like I said, every stadium has something, an aesthetic that makes that stadium just popular. Like Wrigley Stadium, that's an iconic stadium.
Okay.
It looks old, but that's what people like. Fenway, it's old. It's an old stadium, but people like that.
We gotta get the commercials in so we can wrap the show up.
I wanted to mention that.
Yeah, all right.
That's something I wanted to mention.
We'll hand you a paintbrush next time. How's that sound?
I'm just saying, I'm pointing it out because
right.
every single stadium isn't perfect. That's what I'm.
I just thought the experience is really good.
Yes, the experience is what matters.
People like that.
Obviously.
It's like going to a amusement.
I'm just saying.
It's like
I'm just
like an amusement.
I'm just mentioning it.
It was kind of like an amusement
was on my
park
mind.
atmosphere. It was cool. It wasn't like, I don't know. Some people like it.
It was something I had to get off my mind.
Okay. Well,
all right,
I'm
7:51.
gonna pay some bills here.
Yeah, let's pay some bills, and then we'll do Today in History.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of other topics that we'll get to in coming weeks, like Serped. There's some Serped things going on, like a meeting that's going to be happening. We'll talk about. Mass DOT has started the Route 2440 interchange project.
Oh yeah.
And several other things going on.
They built the Massachusetts Turnpike in 2.5 years. 123 miles in 1957, but it's going to take them 6 years to do the intersection between 24 and 140. Really? I don't know. That's just me. Maybe they got like 5 guys working on it.
All right. 7:52. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back. We'll do Today in History. We don't have a lot of Today in Histories, but we'll make it work. All right. We'll be right back. Oh, wait a minute. Now we do it. Had to point that out because that's the point I wanted to make. Is every stadium needs improvements, but every stadium has that aesthetic that makes the stadium popular. Right. That's the point I wanted to get across.
Okay.
And I think I got it across fine. So
I was being difficult.
I know you're just being difficult. But that's the point. That's the point I wanted to get across. Is every stadium.
All right, you gotta double up all these commercials.
Yes, I'm gonna do that right now. Every stadium has those improvements that they need to make. They always make them.
We'll do the 3 commercials. Let's get back on the air.
They always make them, and they have an aesthetic. Like I said, Wrigley Stadium, Fenway. They have that aesthetic that makes them popular stadiums. Like Detroit. Detroit had what's the name of that basketball arena that is no longer around now. I don't remember the name of it.
Pay attention, dude. I don't care about Detroit.
I don't remember the name of the stadium. That's gonna bother me. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, you can bother up for the next 3 hours.
We'll have some great Irish music, some folk, traditional,
I'm keeping an eye. Keeping an eye.
sometimes some live singers in the
152.
studio. And to make you laugh, some Irish comedy. That's Sunday.
Everyone to tune into you on
right here at
Thursday.
WBBF,
We'll sign off.
1530 Taunton, Middleboro, and on the internet at hometowntalkradio.com.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association is an association of combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby. Our mission is to support those who have defended our country and freedoms.
Palace of Auburn Hills.
Veteran care facilities.
That's the name of it.
We get 2 more commercials over there. Geronimo and
Ronimo?
And thank you and welcome home.
And what else?
Ronimo?
50 states
And
continue to serve in our
yeah.
armed forces.
Yes.
Civil serving area.
No, Spark Street.
No,
I already did Williams Trading Post, I
You
believe.
just did Spark Street,
Many
right? Oh, no.
No.
charity events each year.
I did Williams Trading Post,
Oh,
I believe. Yeah.
And then Nicaragua?
Veteran care
Nicaragua,
and veteran charities.
and then Spark Street, and then we're
You should ask
done.
Chris if we can do those commercials together, because they're kind of right up the street and
Yeah.
Please
they should be next to each other, I think.
CVMA.
I gotta see if I can get rid of some of these commercials. There's a lot of commercials here.
Nicaragua Landscape Supply, located at 457 Waring
I'll go
Street,
over it with
Middleboro,
Chris
Massachusetts,
at some point.
just off of Route
There's a lot
28
of things
and
here.
45 is the place to go for all your landscaping needs. They supply stone, mulch, firewood, loom, granite, and
Loom.
seashells. They also
After
have
my-
certified
that was my, like, fifth take.
chips. Call
'Cause I kept saying loam.
507-5363
Sprague.
to order and schedule.
The Sprague, yeah.
Sprague.
It's Sprague.
Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48
That's
Spark
alright,
Street in
right.
Brockton, Massachusetts, offers the highest quality collision repair and complete auto service for your car. They are a direct repair shop for all major insurance companies. You should reach them at
Definitely mention something to you on Thursday.
508-583-1495.
What?
They're
Let the
open
people know that you're on the air on
Monday through
Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
8 to 5,
Got it.
and 8 to 4 on Fridays. Call them today.
You learn how to
You will
market
not
yourself.
be disappointed. 508-583-1495.
And we're back here on Middleboro in Review. 23rd of May. Just a reminder, Thursday, I'm on the air again for Middleboro Matters. So,
Thursday,
that
26th.
is coming up on the 26th.
Is that the 27th?
No. 27th.
Yeah.
27th.
Okay.
Yep. So,
At 11 a.m.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 11 to 12. So that will be this Thursday. I'll be back on the air on Thursday. We'll have a lot of great topics as well. So, like I said, upcoming weeks, Serped, there is public meeting virtually, I believe, of course, on the 25th. Let's actually mention that now real quick. Serpent is having a public meeting to hear comments and concerns on a 78-page draft UPWP on May 25th. The meeting will be virtual. The public is encouraged to ask questions and offer comments. The UPWP will become final on June 15th. The next SMMPO meeting, and it just goes on. It talks a little bit about the UPWP is the Unified Planning Work Program. That's what it stands for. It identifies annual transportation planning activities that are to be undertaken. And that will be from October 21st to September 30th. That's what they are negotiating, I believe. That's what they're talking about. Those dates for the next Unified Planning Work Program. So, like, new tasks like Westport and Dartmouth, Route 6, a safety study, the Route 140-24 corridor and interchange, and things like that. So, alright, so that is out of the way. But we have a whole bunch of other different topics. Mass DOT, Route 24, 140 interchange, food pantry again. We have a lot of topics.
I can't believe it's going to take 6 years.
6 years, yep. 6 years. Alright, today in history, 2006. Alaskan volcano Mount Cleveland erupts. So that's 15 years ago today. Birthdays, 1928, Rosemary Clooney. Everyone knows that last name. A very famous last name in the entertainment world. She was an American singer and actress. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, American boxer and actor, born on this day. Today is his birthday. Today will be a celebration of his life at Marciano Stadium.
Oh, it's today?
Yes, it's today. It is Marvelous Marvin Hagler Day today.
Oh, because they waited for his birthday, right?
Yep. Deaths on this day. James Otis Jr., American lawyer and politician during the early days of America. Massachusetts politician. And Roger Moore, one of the Bonds. Roger Moore was one of the Bonds. And Don, real quick, what movies was he in?
Moonraker.
Moonraker.
The Spy Who Loved Me. Live and Let Die. The Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah, I don't know. Though you can't say that. I don't think you can say that on the air.
Well, that's the name of it. That's the name of it.
I know.
All right. And
I wasn't gonna say it.
Well, whatever. And whatever. What's the? There's one more. What do you think? For Your Eyes Only. And Sheena Easton did the soundtrack on that. So a lot of people know that song. It's a beautiful song. Which is actually, that's my favorite. And The Spy Who Loved Me was done by Carly Simon.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Those are the two memorable songs.
Great movies.
And then Live and Let Die was done by Paul McCartney and Wings.
Great, so, great movies.
Roger Moore was my favorite.
Great soundtracks.
But I like Timothy Dalton too. He did 2 movies. I liked him a lot.
The current one isn't bad either. I happen to like the current one.
He's doing, I guess,
Daniel Craig.
One more, and then
yes,
and that's it.
One more that I believe is coming out sometime this year, or is already out. I'm not sure. All right, 8:01. Let's end today's show. We will be back next week. Tomorrow is the 24th. It's Monday, but we will be back next week, the 30th. So that will be the last show of May. We'll have a whole bunch of different interesting topics. So we'll be back, and thank you for listening to today's program. Have a great week, everybody.
Have a great week.
I know it's the name of a movie, but
no,
I just wanted to be careful. I don't know if you were supposed to say that on the air.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't have said that.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
You should keep your mouth shut. That's what we say.
Okay.
That's the movie. It's nothing bad.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Pussycat's not bad.
All right. I just
You're not saying it in a way that's perverted.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know.
You shouldn't have said nothing on the air. Oh, well, I don't think you should supposed to. It's
all right. Okay. I don't know. I didn't know if that was one of the words you're not supposed to say.
Yeah, but you don't say. You don't advertise it. You didn't know.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, it's too late now. You already blew it.
Whatever, it's fine. We're fine. Alright, bye-bye, everybody.
Well, ask Chris if it's alright.